Watch the Knights charge the Mustangs as we head into our semifinals. Next on Quiz Kids.
It's the Bay Area Quiz Kids. Brought to you by the San Mateo Credit Union. And now, the best host on the West Coast, Brad Friedman.
Thank you, everybody. Welcome to Quiz Kids. Join us these next few weeks as we wind down this season with some exciting contests with some of our best teams. We have two of them here for you today. Over here, we have the Homestead High School Mustangs. And we welcome back the Menlo School Knights. Let's jump right into it with our first three for all you guys. I'm going to give you a 5-point toss-up question. If you get it right, you get a chance to score more points with your team in a couple of follow-up questions. Good luck to both teams. Here's your first toss-up. His People's Army defeated the Kuomintang. Name this. Yes, Hidehiro.
Mao.
Name the leader of the Kuomintang who retreated to Taiwan and served as its leader until his death in 1975.
Chiang.
Chiang Kai-shek.
Chiang.
Yes, and what city was established as the capital of the Republic of China?
Beijing. Beijing.
No, it was Taipei.
Oh.
A vocal critic of France's colonial policy, he dismissed the vast territory of New France as a few acres of snow. What author is best known for creating the optimistic... Yes, Jamie?
Voltaire.
Correct. You might need your glass half full to remember what the alternate title was for the novel Candide. What was the alternate title?
The Optimist?
Sure.
The Optimist?
Great guess. The world's largest optimist club is located in what home of the Texas Rangers?
Arlington.
Arlington?
Arlington.
Arlington.
You got 25 points. These substances consist of a continuous phase and a dispersed phase. Name this type of substance that includes emulsions and foams. Colloids. Blackpool is a popular British seaside vacation spot, but the Gaelic for Blackpool is also names what Irish capital? Hidehiro.
Dublin.
The Book of Kells is a famous illustrated manuscript on display in the library of what oldest Dublin college?
Dublin University.
Dublin
It's
College.
Trinity.
Oh.
This German is considered the greatest composer of the Baroque period, even though his... Yes, Hidehiro.
Bach.
3 Bach compositions were included on the Golden Record sent with what interplanetary probes launched in the 1970s?
Voyager?
Sure.
Voyager?
Right. Bach's best-known orchestral works are concertos that share what name with the famous Berlin Gate?
Brandenburg concertos.
Brandenburg?
Brandenburg is correct for 25 points. Don't be shy. You can say it right out loud, and I'll be... In May 2011, an election held in this NAFTA member gave a majority to the Conservatives after 5 years of minority rule. Kenneth?
Canada.
Correct. Which Prime Minister of Canada won his first majority government in the 2011 election?
Brown. Brown.
Stephen Harper. Besides helium, which other noble gas is among the 5 most common elements in the sun? Kenneth?
Hydrogen.
No. You can steal.
Okay, is either neon or argon?
Neon. Argon.
Argon.
Neon. Martin Luther King wrote, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere," in a notable letter from jail in which Alabama city? Mary?
Birmingham.
Correct. King was assassinated by James Earl Ray while supporting a strike by sanitation workers in which city?
Mobile?
Is it Memphis?
I think it's mobile. Mobile?
Memphis.
Guys.
We must listen to Roshan.
Yes.
In 2011, Europe experienced a crisis over sovereign debt levels. That crisis is a continent-wide problem, in part due to the use of what common currency? Kenneth?
Euro.
The Chancellor, Angela Merkel, has been critical of bailouts of smaller economies that she views as too generous. Merkel leads what largest Eurozone economy?
Germany.
That's correct. As yields on government debt rose above 6%, what long-serving Italian prime minister tendered his resignation in November 2011?
Berlusconi.
You got 25 points. The Welland Canal, stretching north from this lake, allows ships to bypass Niagara Falls. Identify this lake, which shares its name with the Pennsylvania Mary.
Erie?
That is right. Which fourth most populous city in Ohio was founded where the Maumee River flows into Lake Erie?
Cleveland?
No, it's not Cleveland. It's Akron.
It's Toledo. Don't listen to Rashawn. It was the first part of France to come under Roman rule. Name this region that includes the Côte d'Azur. Heidi Hero.
The Blue Coast?
No. You can steal.
All I know in France is Normandy.
Gaul.
Yeah, Gaul.
Gaul.
Provence. Name the mathematician who comes to mind if I start counting 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. Rashawn.
Fibonacci.
The ratios of consecutive numbers in the Fibonacci sequence converge to what number, often used in ancient Greek architecture?
Golden ratio? Golden ratio?
Yes. Mathematicians use what Greek letter to represent the golden mean?
Phi?
Sure.
Phi?
That is right for 25 points. It is a crime to hunt this bird, nearly extinct in the wild. Yes, Rashawn.
Bald eagle?
Correct. The Javan and Sulawesi hawk eagles are named for islands in what Asian nation?
Indonesia?
Yeah.
Indonesia?
Right. Which poet of Locksley Hall wrote the line, "And like a thunderbolt he falls," in his poem The Eagle?
Poe.
Sure.
Poe.
Tennyson. We'll be right back after these messages.
Since 1952, San Mateo Credit Union has been proud to help San Mateo County members and their families achieve their financial dreams. Our deep commitment to the community we serve includes offering a wide variety of financial education programs, like financial literacy workshops for youth, adults, and seniors, seminars about raising money-smart kids, identity theft prevention, and many more. For more information about San Mateo Credit Union, visit us at www.smcu.org.
Hey, need some video work done? We can do that. We do all that video stuff. We can even put your video on that internet thingy. At Peninsula TV, we do full-blown in-studio production. Talk shows, performances, speeches, anything. Remote multi-camera production, on location, at your event. And for the budget-minded, single camcorder production in high definition. We'll take your video project from first idea to finished product. For more info, contact Peninsula TV. And now it's time to meet the Quiz Kids. Once again, here's Brad.
We return with a score of 85 from Menlo and 55 for Homestead. So let's meet the Homestead team and Justin Kerr. Justin, you are planning a trip to China.
Yep, in July, my family's gonna go over to China. We're just gonna do all the touristy things. And
First time?
no, it's fourth time, I think.
Oh, so so you'll see some old, familiar, and lovely places you enjoy visiting.
Yeah, and as usual, probably get sick.
What a lovely thought.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy that. Kenneth Orovitz, you are going to Italy as a high school graduation present.
Yeah, I'm going to go in June. I'm going to visit Florence, Rome, and Venice.
Wow. And do you know a lot about Italy or anything about Italy?
I know that it has good food and good art and all that stuff, so
yeah,
I'm looking
the
forward
food
to it.
of Rome, the art of Florence, the water of Venice. Don't drink it. It's going to be a wonderful trip. And Jamie Branch, you just came back from spring break and you took a trip to Boston to look at colleges and got to go to a game at Fenway Park.
Yeah, it was tons of fun.
Good experience. I mean, a great stadium.
Oh,
right?
it's fantastic. It's very small, but it's like it's intimate, and you get to see all the players, and you're really close to the
baseball
field.
game. That's sweet.
Yes.
And how did the Red Sox do?
They lost 18-3, so I'm going to apologize. Apologize to all the Sox fans out
Well,
there.
who are probably steeled to that by now, but good for you. I'm glad you had a good time. I hope you found the college you want to go to. Gentlemen, I'm going to give you a chance to get in the lead by offering you 3 categories. Each has 7 questions worth 10 points. If you give me the correct answer to all 7 questions, I will throw in a 30-point bonus, so pick your category carefully. As usual, I will give you the titles, which will clearly tell you what these categories are about. The first category is called Ham It Up. The second category is called titles, and the third is called zoocabulary.
Not vocabulary.
Titles.
Titles? How do you feel about that? I guess we're going with titles.
Titles. Okay, I'm going to name a real person, and you give me the title by which this person is better known.
Oh boy.
Okay, their title. Joseph Ratzinger. Talk it over.
I don't know.
Who? King of Funk.
The King of Funk. Sort of. He's the Pope. Let's see how well you do with the next one. Charles Philip Arthur George Mountbatten Windsor.
Oh,
Well, he's obviously English.
Prince of. He's a Windsor. Which one, though?
Can you just say Prince?
Prince? Is Prince all right? Prince?
I need more.
Prince
of England.
England.
Wales. He's the Prince of Wales, Prince Philip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most famous guy around, you know, from England.
Well.
Right, okay. Next, Harlan David Sanders.
Sanders sounds familiar.
Do you have any ideas?
Nope.
Well, he's not the Pope. Is he the King of Funk?
Sort of. It's Colonel Sanders from Kentucky Fried Chicken. Sort of. Next. Your vocabulary is looking better, isn't it? Tenzin Gyatso.
Tenzin Gyatso.
He's
Is he
Nepal.
Gyatso? Is he the
That's
Dalai Lama?
That's right.
Yes.
Tsugo Akihito.
Oh, is that the Emperor of Japan?
Correct. Beatrix Wilhelmina Armgard van Orange Nassau.
She's the Princess of Saudi Arabia. Princess of Saudi Arabia?
The Queen of the Netherlands. And finally, Steny Hoyer.
Steny Hoyer.
Nope.
Captain.
He is the King of Funk. No, he's the House Minority Whip, which is kind of funky as it is. But you got 2 right for 75 points. All right. Now we're going to talk to the very, very happy, grinning Menlo Knights who were going to pick titles and have changed their mind. We're going to talk to Rashawn. Rashawn, this week or the last 2 weeks, Menlo puts aside their regular classes and gives you opportunities to do other things. They call it night school?
Yep, because we are the Menlo Knights. And I took a course on Picasso for a week.
Uh-huh.
A very interesting guy from he made over 50,000 known works of art to his other antics with women especially.
Well, he was quite the womanizer, but he's really a cool, because his art changes throughout his career in so many interesting ways. So it must have been a fabulous week for you. Hedahiro Anto, you attended night school and took another kind of course in a different kind of artistry, which is?
Yes, I took a course on zombies and
how to kill them.
Yes.
For a week?
Yes.
At Menlo School, where you pay, what, $90,000 a month for zombie killing?
Around that, yeah.
Did you learn anything good about?
We analyzed a couple zombie films. We made our own zombie films, and we analyzed like what the meaning of a zombie is, and then we.
Excellent. I'm not going to go any further. It's making me sick. Mary Anto, you went on a trip to China over spring break, so I'm going to invite you to talk to Justin, and maybe give him some pointers of things to see that he hasn't seen. What would be one thing you'd want him to go and see?
Well, we didn't see many touristy things, but we went to the border between North Korea and China, where my grandparents live.
Cool, and walk through the borders and stuff, past those soldiers and things. That'd be really cool, Justin. We'd see you in the paper and everything. Gonna give you a chance to earn some points with Ham It Up or Zoocabulary.
Let's go with Ham It Up.
Ham It Up or Zoocabulary?
I don't know. What do you think? Ham It Up?
Sure.
Let's go.
Ham It Up.
Ham It Up. All the answers contain the letters ham. H-A-M.
Yes.
It's the Westminster residence of the Queen of England.
Buckingham Palace.
Yeah.
That's right, but say it to me because I can't hear you. My ears are filled with water. It's the German port city whose ice hockey team is called the Freezers.
Hamburg.
That's right. Built during the 13th and 14th centuries, it was the citadel of the Moorish kings near Granada, Spain.
Oh,
Alhambra.
Yes.
This basic white sauce made of buttermilk and flour is one of the French mother sauces. Bechamel. It's slang for New York City, even outside the world of the comics.
Gotham.
Yeah.
Gotham.
Right. On the 80s game show, you wanted big bucks and none of these.
Whammies.
Yeah.
Whammies.
Right. And it's a Dr. Seuss story. I do not like it, Sam, I am.
Green eggs and ham.
Green eggs and ham.
You got it. 4 right, 5 right. 135. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
And now we're back with the second half of Quiz Kids. Take it away, Brad.
Hello, everybody. We're back, and we're going to give a big hand to the coaches of these great teams. Over here for Homestead, it's Mr. Chris Nefrada. Thank you, sir. And our coach and friend from Menlo School, Mr. Richard Steinberg. Thank you, coaches. We're going to go back to the 3-for-all, but we're going to raise the point value. 10 points for your toss-up, 25 and 50 points for subsequent questions. 75 for Homestead, 135 for Menlo. Good luck to both teams. Here we go. According to the Avesta, this man was supported by a king named Vishtaspa. Name this ancient Persian prophet. Yes, you had a hero.
Zarathustra.
Yes. Vishtaspa was the name of both the father and a son of the Zoroastrian Persian ruler who claimed the man he deposed was a false son of Cyrus the Great.
Darius.
Darius.
I need more.
The third.
Second and third.
The third.
The first.
Oh.
In Greek mythology, Deucalion saved himself and his family by building a chest to survive what type of event often associated... Hi to hero.
Flood.
Another flood story involving the figure of Utnapishtim in what Babylonian epic?
The Epic of Gilgamesh.
Yes. Manu is the progenitor and first king of man who saved mankind from the universal flood in the beliefs of what religion?
Manu?
Oh.
It is Hinduism.
Oh.
It declared its independence in 1948. Name this Middle Eastern country whose first... yes, Justin.
Israel.
That's right. In 1973, Egypt and Syria led a coalition that launched a surprise attack on Israel on what Jewish holiday?
Yom Kippur.
Correct. During the Yom Kippur War, Israeli forces retained control of what disputed plateau region north of the Sea of Galilee?
Sinai Peninsula.
Yeah, Sinai Peninsula.
It was the Golan Heights. Shoot if you must this old gray head, but spare... I see nobody. but spare your country's flag. So said what heroine in a John Greenleaf Whittier poem? The buzzer was excited by my voice. Barbara Fritchie. Constellations often contain subgroups of stars that are well known in their own right. The 7 brightest stars of Ursa Major resemble what ladling? Yes, Roshan.
Big Dipper.
Anitak, Anilam, and Mintaka are the 3 collinear stars that form which portion of the Hunter?
The belt.
The belt.
Of what?
Orion.
What is the technical term for such patterns of stars that are not official constellations?
Star groups.
Star groups.
Asterisms. Because of the lake that bears this country's name, it was considered as an alternate site for the waterway to link the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. What Central America... Yes, Rashawn.
Panama.
No. What Central American nation was rejected in favor of Panama for the canal? Or resected in favor of Panama for the canal? A word I've never seen before.
Is it Guatemala?
Yeah.
Guatemala.
Nicaragua. And that is the end of the round. We will be right back after these messages. Don't go away.
Tournament champions will win an all-expenses-paid trip to Europe, courtesy of ACIS.
All right, it's time for the final round. Let's see if Homestead can catch up. We will put 3 minutes on the clock. The questions are worth 30 points, and the clock will start as soon as I begin reading the first question. Good luck to both teams. Here's your first one. This model organism has phenotypes that include white eyes, short hairs, and curly wings. Yes, Justin.
Albinos?
No. What was the first insect to have its complete genome sequenced?
Fruit fly? Fruit fly?
Yes. When Pope Clement V moved his residence here in 1309, it opened a schism in the Roman Catholic Church. What city remained a papal possession until the French Revolution? Yes, Kenneth.
The Vatican.
No. In 1791, what city?
Avignon or something like that. Avicenne? Avicenne?
No, it was Avignon.
Avignon.
Its English name might have you think it's a dairy product, but it's not. What is this deli meat that the French call fromage de tête? Head cheese. He completed 150 paintings, including wheat field with cypresses during his year in an asylum in Saint-Remy. Name? Yes, Jamie.
Van Gogh.
Yes. Home to Mount Kusi, the Czech Urge, and the Siwa Oasis, what dry region lies between the Sahel and the Mediterranean Sea in northern Africa? Yes, Jamie.
The Saharan Desert.
Right. His term as president saw the Pendleton Act passed to reform the nation's civil service. Name this man who became chief executive following the assassination of James Garfield. Heidi Hero.
Arthur.
This Greek hero killed the bandits Sinis, Siron, and Procrustes. Yes, Heidi Hero.
Theseus.
This character was based on a Brazilian planter, Alexander Selkirk. What Defoe character spends 24 years in the Caribbean before? Yes, Rashawn.
Robinson Crusoe.
Correct. Equilibrium is transitive, energy is conserved, and entropy increases according to laws 0 through, yes, Jamie.
Thermodynamics.
Right. They participated in the Satsuma Rebellion and carried long swords called katana. Yes, Jamie.
Samurai.
Right. In this 1926 film classic by Fritz Lang, a futuristic society is divided into elites. Yes, Justin.
Metropolis.
Right. Census criteria says 1,000 people per square mile is the maximum density for what kind of land that forms 83% of the U.S., including the farms of Iowa? Jamie.
Rural.
Right. The Aubrey Maturin novels, the Richard Sharp novels, and War and Peace are set during what series of wars named for an emperor? Heidi Hero.
Napoleonic Wars.
It contains the islands of Baltra and Santa Cruz. Which Pacific archipelago controlled by Ecuador was visited in 1835 by, yes, Jamie?
Galapagos.
He co-founded the American Railway Union and led the Pullman strike. Who was this 5-time presidential candidate? Yes, Heidi Hero.
Debs.
Its neighborhoods include Streeterville, the Magnificent Mile, and Wrigleyville. Big Bill Thompson, yes, Rashawn.
Chicago.
It provides method of determining a photon's energy from its frequency. What constant is measured in joule seconds and named for a German? Yes, Heidi Hero.
Planck's constant.
This man's 5 Grand Slams make him the 3rd most successful active tennis player. Name the Serbian tennis player currently ranked, yes, Heidi Hero.
Djokovic.
This foreign correspondent for the Toronto Star later moved to Paris. Who wrote In Our Time and the Sun Also Rises? Kenneth.
Hemingway.
How many minutes elapse while a clock's second hand moves through an angle? That's the end. 340, 465. Menlo School is moving on. Thank you, teams. And we'll see you all next week. Goodbye.
Promotional consideration furnished by the Burlingame Scottish Rite, the Knights Templar, Model Compilers, the Bay Area Academic League. Some questions of Quiz Kids are provided by National Academic Quiz Tournaments.